Hello everyone, it's me again. Um, so today I'm going to do something a bit different. I'm just hoping that I'll be able to get this episode out today. I am going to be ranking all of the organelles in plant and animal cells, according to my bio textbook, based on how tasty they look. Um, Firstly, because I need a review, and secondly, because it's funny and I don't have any other video ideas. So feel free to debate me on these because my opinion is not final, unless your name is JT Swan, at which point you're an anatomy nerd and I don't want to hear from you any more than I'm going to within the next few months. So, without further ado, let's get started. I literally have my bio textbook right near me right now as I'm listing these off, and hopefully I'll get some screenshots up on screen so that way you can actually follow along and see what I'm seeing. But Alright, first of all, let's start off with the nucleus, because, it's the one that most y'all know besides the mitochondria. So, this one, it's got, it looks like it has veins and stuff in it, and just, it's purple, bean-shaped. There's a lot going on here. It doesn't look like it'll be very consistent throughout. Like, you're gonna have a few surprises in it, if you know what I mean. But, um, it doesn't seem too bad. You could take a good chomp out of it and you'll probably walk away alive. So I'm gonna put this one in C tier, middle of the road. It's got some ups, got some downs, but overall seems pretty good. Also, hopefully my mic is better. I actually have a stand for it now, also known as my bedside uh table. So I've just clipped it to that. Hopefully it's better now. Um, all right. So up next is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. This just looks like potato chips or like frosted flakes or something. It's flaky, got entire just look at it. Okay, I'm gonna put this one in A tier simply because it reminds me of chips or frosted flakes, both of which are really good. Um, and also it's got the ribosomes on it, which are probably good for seasoning. Speaking of ribosomes, I'm going to assume that there's the cell equivalent of like pepper or salt because they look like pepper flakes. Um, so those ones, I would not advise eating pepper or salt straight, like as is. But again, I don't think it'll kill you either. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those in D tier. Let's see. What do I need to get like a stand for this? I have to look down, and I think my microphone would like not pick up good. Wait, let me just. Okay, so we're back here. Hopefully this microphone setup is better and isn't worse. If not, well, just change your volume. I guess it's gonna stay around here for the rest of the video. Anyways, so here we've got. Okay, I'm gonna try and go clockwise so I don't mess up this diagram too much. We've got the Golgi apparatus up next. Now, this looks very bubbly. Um, it looks like gum, gonna be honest. It does look like chewed gum. However, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and say that that hasn't been in anyone else's mouth. So I'm gonna just say gum, but in a different shape, still gum. A tier again. So next up is the mitochondrion. Now this one might be a point of contention because you all might know this. You all might think, oh, it's the powerhouse of the cell. Surely this is an S tier, easy. I'm gonna prove you wrong. This is an F tier organelle to eat. Here's why. First of all, mitochondrion, they evolved from bacteria getting ingested into other bacteria and forming a symbiotic relationship. So you have, like, essentially the descendants of bacteria as mitochondria in your cells right now, and also chloroplasts, but that doesn't count as much because they're green. Um, and next of all, as the diagram probably shows, they've got the little waves inside. Those don't look very. Those seem like I could take a bite out of it and blue screen due to the texture alone. It just seems that bad. And then, like, finally, its color isn't doing anything for it. Um, it's more or less just like orange or cockroach colored in most diagrams you can find. So, no, no thanks. I am not going to be eating that. That is an F tier. from me. Alright, what's next? Oh, plasma membrane. Okay, so this is largely made out of lipids, phospholipids to be exact. It's got a bunch of other proteins on it too. But if it's lipids, mostly fats, I'm just gonna assume that's like the fats on the meat of like on the like the rind of a meat. So again, won't kill you, but I'm gonna put those in E tier. I hate those. Um, okay, so up next is the cytoskeleton. That's kind of hard because there's so many different types of like the cytoskeleton. You got a bunch of different like categories that they could fall into. You've got the small little like microfilaments, which are just hairs. Um, I'm gonna put those in D tier, I guess. Like sometimes you can absent-mindedly chew on your hair. It doesn't taste half bad, but still ew, gross. Um, and the rest of them really don't change as much. They're just like thicker hairs. Besides the centrioles, centrioles look like little bundles and are typically in a T shape. I really don't know how to feel about those. Um, Maybe they just taste like spaghetti. I'm gonna put those in B tier. Okay, up next is the peroxisome, which I had to look up because we weren't taught this. And that's a car alarm going on outside. That's very fun. Um, is this able to be heard? I don't know. There's like no bars going on Audacity right now, so hopefully we're all good. Anyway, peroxisome, it's used for anaerobic respiration, I think. Um, and it looks like a like it looks like a gumball, gonna be honest. So also B tier. I'm not really a big proponent of gum, but and again, this thing's got like enzymes in it, so it can't be that bad. Okay. Next up, you've got lysosomes. Now, those have digestive enzymes inside and are used for digesting bits of your cell that you want to get rid of. That one you can't walk away from. That one is going in F tier. My little brother was not supposed to be home that early. Thank goodness he knocked and just entirely did not see this microphone setup. Wait, is that... Don't tell me that my microphone was twisted the wrong way this entire time. Oh my goodness. Alright, wait, I need to get back to the page I was on. Thanks a lot, little brother. There we are. Yes. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So, this looks like the endoplasmic reticulum, but significantly less crispy, and looks... If I'm gonna continue on with the potato chip metaphor, then that would just be like unprocessed potato. So, C tier. And that takes us like out of the animal cells and into the plant cells, which really doesn't have as much to talk about because most of the organelles went over in the animal cells. However, we do have some. We do have a large central vacuole, which deserves its own mention. I'm gonna compare it to like the Jelly Bellies that are one of those like surprise games where you have no idea if it's gonna be an actually good flavor or not. So I'm gonna say it depends, and therefore I'm gonna go B tier on that one because it could vary a lot. Um, Up next you've got chloroplasts. Now, someone could make the argument that these are the same as mitochondria because they were also originated from prokaryotes. However, they're green, look like lima beans. That's a automatic B tier for me because, like, hey, I look like I could squeeze a like pea pod, and these would come out like edamame. So, B tier. Cell wall, it needs to be elastic so that way it can withstand the turgor pressure from the central vacuole and like keep the plant rigid. So most likely going to be pretty rubbery from that. Gonna say C tier. Plasmodesmata. That's just about the absence of a cell wall. I can't really talk about it because there's not anything to taste really. It's just something things can move through. So yeah, that's about it. That's the entire textbook. There's probably a lot more that I haven't talked about, but I don't really feel like it anymore, and 11 minutes is still enough time to edit. So, I'll see you all hopefully when this drops tonight. Also, that's a wrap.